Hi, and welcome to episode 4, Walking the Route, season 2, New York Northeast Corridor. And we're just outside, or we're on the approach to Sunnyside Yard, but we're not going to be we're looking at Sunnyside Yard in this episode. That'll be one of the final episodes. We're continuing on to well, it will be New Rochelle, but I don't think we'll meet New Rochelle. But we shall see. So, New Rochelle being the last station stop on this section of the route. Obviously, since the last episode where we were at New York Penn, I had to actually start this episode at Sunnyside Yard, which is basically just after where the tunnel from New York Penn comes out from. Basically, because New York Penn, you go into the tunnel, and you then fall through the map. That's what happened in episode 3, where I fell through the map, which you should have seen by now. So this is more of the blimey, that's looks a bit of a diagonal sort of curve over this side here. Ooh, why is that doing that? That's my controller. Why is my controller doing that? Oh, that's a bit annoying. Why my controller does that? Shouldn't do that at all, to be honest. Let's take that off. Shouldn't do that at all. Anyway, sorry, controller. It's a brand new controller. Right, so these lines over here, what we're looking at here, they're, I think, a lot of the Long Island Railroad lines. They should be third rail, but they're not. So, yeah, this is the entrance throat to the Sunnyside Amtrak Yard. And you get to do that in a couple of the scenarios. So, actually, at this point, we'll be going to, I think it's going to be Fresh Pond Yard, which is CSX Fresh Point Yard. So we'll be crossing the oh god, what's that bridge? Devil something bridge? It's not Devil's Dyke Bridge, it's Hellgate Bridge even. So yeah, there are some coaches in there, but I think where those coaches are, it's more for the double stacks which come up around here, the double deck coaches. And the rest of the Amtrak wagon fleet, or coach fleet, sits around in these ones here, I think, judging by the photographs that I've seen. But there you go, I suspect they can use all of them. And being a few thousand miles away from Sunnyside Yard, I don't really know. So you can only tell from photographs. So we continue on our merry way. I'm not sure about traffic or what trains we have got coming. Oh dear. I think I've had to redo this video again because I did it first time and I forgot to take the mic on the headset off mute, and unfortunately I did the whole 40-minute video of me talking with the microphone muted. Noob. Catch point there. Oh. quick look. Thought I heard a train then. No, we can't go any further. Okay. Dirt, ballast, dirt, ballast. Concrete. So if I remember rightly, there may be one or two trains, and that's about it. They're kind of between Newark International and New York Penn. There could be a train coming actually. The traffic is a fair bit, but I think that's mainly because it's the time of day that I started, which was about 8:30, which is well into the commuter sort of run. So underneath here, this is the lines going into the yard. And round. Those other lines start to move off. Still trying to find these do not trespass signs, which they will be stationed up about here somewhere, but I'm not holding out any luck of trying to find them. I expect some of them will be in the railway yards. And some of them could be well hidden down here, you see, you never know. I think these are the third rail lines, I think. There you go, look. You see? You've got to literally look at everywhere. Could there be anything over there? Nah. The thing is, you can never tell where they put them. There you go, because there's one I did earlier, no trespassing. That's what I did in the last video, but because I didn't, I muted everything. Yeah, you couldn't tell. So the elevation starts on that, goes around on there. So obviously when we go off to the Long Island Railroad route, we'll be looking through this area around here. But now we'll just carry on doing our so what you call it. Actually, just where I am, I want to check that signal out. See, I've got a yellow here. So have we got anything coming up? There's a couple of yellows. But there's no trains. So oh, there's one pulling into New York Penn now. So that'll be with us in about 15 minutes, I suspect. That's not the environmental sound effects. Peeping car horns and lorry horns and whatever. So we've got another yellow there. A couple of greens. I think they're just as automatic signals. Secaucus Junction. Another train going off there. Yeah, there's not much traffic about. Obviously the commuter bits have like calmed down a bit. That's it from where we started. Okay, so I'm just going to grab a drink. Just carry on walking. Alright, so the next major place to look at would be Hell's Gate Bridge, which would be about a mile up the road. I mean, it would be nice to actually see some trains coming around here and using the junction and that, but obviously they don't. You can't use the Long Island Railroad stock on the North East Corridor route. And you can't use the North East Corridor route on the Long Island Railroad route. I think it's annoying that they do that, but there's obviously reasons for it. There we go. Thought there's a train coming. There's a stutter. Should really be on the other side of the track, to be honest. That's the thing with this route as well, there's no cars running on it. So we've got a train up and a train, we've just had a train down, so there'll be another one up in a minute. So this is now on the run up to Hell Gate Bridge. I suspect some of you will know what sort of part of the city of New York this is, and I mean, I haven't a clue. I mean, it looks, some parts of it look nicely modelled, sort of thing. But I mean, obviously, if you, this is a big route. So, you know, obviously you'd expect from New York that New York's a big place, densely populated, so there's going to be a lot of buildings. I mean, I've always wanted to go to New York, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, to be honest. Always wanted to go to America just to see the trains, basically, because they're bigger. You know, I wouldn't know my SD70s from the GP38s, the GP40s, or whatever, you know. And that's just not being ignorant, that's just like, I really don't have a clue. Just be nice just to witness them, you know, first hand. Seen him on the YouTube videos, live streams and everything. Right, so this is where the freight line from, I think it's, Fresh Pond Yard, I think, joins us. Just up here. And this takes us on the approach to Hell's Gate Bridge. I don't think there's any freight running today, to be honest. In fact, I'm just going to have a little quick look. So we've got nothing there. So that's down the Sunnyside Yard. I mean, that thing's possibly still in... There you go. That's the one that passed us. And that one's just leaving. Oh, there's two in there now. Look, there's one more. That, I think they are the ones that... The cab cars. So they'll only run between New York Penn, and they'll only run down as far as here, and then they'll disappear. So as per any freight, I don't think there is. This is the freight yard that you go up to here. You collect the freight cars from. There's a couple of locos there. I think there's one loco. But yeah, I don't think there's any freight running, which is a bit annoying. It'd be nice to see the old freight. That runs from the CSX Fresh Pond Yard down to, I think it's Hunts Point Yard. Could be Hunts Point Yard. Well, no, I think Fresh Pond Yard is that one down there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But we'll look at all the yards at the end of the route walk to Rochelle. So as far as I'm aware, there's no freight. I've actually, when I've been driving the old video, driving the passenger trains, I've not seen any freight trains coming in or moving. I know we'll get to the yard up the top here, past Devil's Thingy Bridge. Ah, yeah, that's Devil's Point Yard, isn't it? No, Devil's Point Yard. That's Fresh Pond Yard. There's Hunts Point Yard, I think, is the yard that we're going to up here. I think. Oh dear. Oh. Tired. So we're nearly into summer. Early spring at the moment. So that's, I think, the bridge over there, that's John F. Kennedy Bridge over to the left hand side. Robert F. Kennedy, it's his brother. So that bridge there, that's Robert F. Kennedy Bridge. That's Hell's Gate Bridge. It should be another danger, do not trespass sign up on the bridge up there, which I missed it the first time round because it's on the far side. So I walked back to the right hand side at the beginning on this side to make sure that I hadn't missed one on here. But I hadn't. You just get, you come up to these bridges, you get an overall view of how big this map is. I mean, the fact that you can't walk around like a block of on the city down below, but you can actually walk the route, sort of thing. So there should be a train approaching us at any time. So this here is the freight line, this is the two passenger lines, these two here. I don't think there's any, can't remember, or don't recall there's any freight oncoming, and it doesn't look as though there's any freight on the back coming up from behind us, so apart from the passenger train that should be round here any second. You also note the lack of signals. Oh, there's a train there, look. I mean, this would be great if it's multiplayer. Well, I say about the multiplayer, but I mean, it's just like you'll just walk in the track, and there's you know you got people walking the tracks in a multiplayer game, and you're there driving the train between A and B. You see a vast amount of people, hopefully with high vis jackets on, high visibility clothing, so that you can be seen. But personally speaking, as for multiplayer, I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. I'm not a big fan. It would be nice to see, I suppose, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of it. So there's, is it Robert F. Kennedy? Yeah, Robert F. Kennedy Bridge. Over there. I did check to see if there was any no trespassing signs, but there wasn't. I also said about, I think in the video post that I made, I did talk, if I can remember, that there's some guy in the original all-round trains that he made the 4th rail bridge, and I thought it was that good. I was like, I want that bridge. I actually had a replica of the 4th rail bridge in my Hentis rail route, which I was made for trains, and that it's pretty cool. So I was like, I had to have it. I think his name was Mike, I think. And he lives somewhere in Medway in Kent. Medway area. There it is, over there. There's the old do not trespass signs. And I thought, I walked all the way back to make sure that the other one didn't have it on that side, and no, it didn't. That'd be too easy. I'll just say that's the other train that's on its way. So you look over here, there should be a baseball park. Or am I not too far over? I think the baseball park's over there, I think. There it is, there, look. So these here... Oh, there's one up there then. This is the baseball park. I'm trying to think what it is. Randall Islands. We're going across Randall Islands, sorry. So these are there were fields. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Randall Island. Field number 53, number 54. Oh right, okay. There's industry over there, but this is all fields. This. Not sure what the freeway is over there. The freeway should be Robert F. Kennedy Bridge Trail. Okay. There's some of that lot over there then. Post there. But yeah, all these are designated fields. So I think this little bit area, this would be this island that we're on then is Randall Island. So I'm looking at Google Maps on this, so I do apologise because I'm like being a bit of a noob. It's not very big, is it? It's just a small island. Actually, I'll tell you what, it kind of reminds me of Liberty City. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City. The one that was on the PS3, which I think I've still got. Reminds me of that. Well, obviously it's all based around New York. Post. That's something else as well. I did really enjoy playing Liberty City.
Priority 1 message coming in on secured channel.
Oh, okay. I get a message on my phone and I get a message on the email as well. Oh, okay. How's that for timing? Although this is on the PS4 Pro, there is no special how can I say it? There's no special there's no special post. There's no it doesn't utilise the extra power of the PS4 Pro. It does super sampling, but that's about it. Super sample mode. It's more of the Randall Island baseball courts. There's a second bridge that's coming up, and that I think is. I'd have said it's Randall Island Bridge, but there's no name for that bridge, to be honest. Randall Islands Connect. Oh, I can see the garbage facility. Right. Oh, okay. So that's where it is then. All right. So just checking on Google Maps. Sorry. So I think it's just Randall Islands Bridge. Waste management. Harlem River Yard. Right. Harlem Waste Facility. Okay. And that's down over there somewhere. You're further on down, just by the river down there. That's obviously one of the places where you go. One of the scenarios, or some of the scenarios, take you. You see the tracks just in the distance there. Look. Again, there's no trespass. Can't see any trespass signs there. There you go. Just if you look there, that's the tracks. It'll take you down to the facility. So where does that little bit of track go? Oh, I see, it goes off around there. And in real life, sorry, I'm just going to have a look on Google Maps. In real life, I guess, oh, it just goes around there under the bridge. I think there's I think it joins with another set of lines, and that goes up to somewhere. I think it just stops. It's a bit weird. Okay. It goes literally, if I can think about it, it goes literally and joins back up round here, I think. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, I could be wrong. I usually am. But yeah, there'll probably be a couple of services scenarios that I'll be videoing. Or I'll record and they'll go up. I mean, it's a nice route. It could have been modelled a bit better. And I can not try and keep walking into the post because that's not the best thing to do. But yeah. We'll be looking at all this, the yard area. We'll be walking all that in a couple of episodes. So there'll be anything up to about 30 to 40 minutes long. Probably up to an hour. Depending how well I do on them. Right, so we are approaching I think it's Hampton's Point Yard, I'm not sure. That's where the freight liner takes the freight road, the freight line, not the freight liner. That's where that takes you. I don't think we got any more trains turning up. Be about another 10 minutes before we get there. So cross over, we should see some. That's where the freight line that's where the rail line ends there. And I was thinking, looking at Google Maps, thinking, where is everything? Where does it end? Where does it go? But yeah, it just ends there. I think they just use it as storage sidings, really. So obviously the freight lines there will take you straight into the yard. Same with this. This will come up from the waste facility. This line. I'm not sure there's any more traffic coming our way. But we'll get down to the yard, get down to where the GP38s are, and we'll call it for the episode. In theory. This is the yard throat. Sometimes I just find it a bit annoying when you come round here and you have to stop and then you struggle to get the train started again. So you need to look on the fences as well to make sure there's no signs. You can actually, I was just wondering if you could walk in here, but you can't. No. It's rather stupidly, I'm pressing X, try and jump, but you can't. So you can't walk in there. You always look to see if there is anything, but there isn't. Got containers over there. So all this yard will be looked at in another episode. That's all the way over there. Rather stupidly, you want to not. I don't think I did it in a video. I'm not sure. I left the brakes off the loco and just rather stupidly uncoupled it, and it just rolled downhill and it wouldn't stop. I was just like chasing after the train. The train was doing about 5 miles, 15 miles an hour, but when I caught up to the loco, I couldn't get onto it because it was in motion. So I was just there waiting for the train to stop. It was quite funny. Had the old Benny Hill theme going around in my head. So we get to where the CSX locos are. Oh, he needs a nicely modelled these wagons. DTGX. Dovetail. What is that? That's a bit of grass, look. The other thing is as well. You can have a look inside. Don't think you can do that with these. No. Let's just hope nothing decides to come down on this track. Otherwise we're somewhat knackered. Right. I don't think there is anything on this one, but so you hear the GP38s. Usually you should be able to hear them a lot further away, but obviously it's thingy in. But so you've got to check out all that yard as well. A couple more wagons there. Oh, so he's onto this one then. Look. So you've got 4 locos about the place. Oh, bit of action. So where's he taking that then? Or is he? Oh, he's just gone. So there is a bit of freight action then. How far is he taking this up? Oh, taking one wagon off. So I think in a weird sort of way, it kind of shows you the dispatcher working. So this might be a part of the scenario that you will do, but the scenario, because you're not doing it, dispatcher will do it under AI control. And sometimes it's just good to watch. But on that note, we've reached, I think it's Freshpoint Yard. It doesn't, I'm looking on Google Maps. I'm sure it is. Oak Point Yard, sorry. So it's Oak Point Yard. Ah, okay. So there's another yard up here, which is somewhere. Right, so it's Oak Point Yard, and it's just down the road from New York City Police Department, precinct what? 41st precinct. So just over here is New York City Police Department's 41st precinct. Look at that. 1035 Longwood Avenue, the Bronx, United States. Right, so it leads me to say thank you very much for watching the episode. Very vague indeed, but I hope you've enjoyed it. If you've enjoyed it, press like on the video. Please subscribe and press the notification button. It helps me out. Basically, if you press the bell, sorry, if you click the bell, you'll be notified of when I get new content on the channel, i.e. if I go live, which I will be doing, or if I release another one of these videos. So not only the walking the route videos, but some of the scenarios, or just like a journey video. So please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. Watch the rest of the videos. I've got other videos, normal real train videos, basically dating back to about 2003, which 2007 I think it was that I put up. But some of these go back to 1999, where we've still got the slam door operations around the Southwestern Railway area in operation. So yeah, thank you all very much, and hopefully I will catch you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.